In every fiscal year, 800,000 skilled youth are released into the job market, yet only a third of those are employed.
When I look at all my ventures, when I look at Flair by Betty, Aftershave, BK Closet, and now Magic Business Center, I am so humbled because we have empowered hundreds of people, thousands of families.
I hustled through the streets of Nairobi finding a job, but it was tiresome. You know, Kenya, finding a job, how it's tougher. So I did my research and finally I felt I could do something on my own, be a business lady. Some of the best moments I've had in the business, on the day that I opened my shop, I happened to get a very, very well-known guest. And I was fortunate enough, Betty Chalo, she's my role model by the way. From the time of pandemic, now online has been selling a lot. So most people nowadays trade from online, which is very, very, very accommodating to me and my business. So I feel it is the best decision ever.
So tell us about yourself, where you're from, what you do, and your name.
Thank you for the platform. I am Catherine Njoki, or Kate, born and raised in Nairobi, currently staying at Kimbo. A graduate from Kenyatta University of Sports Administration and Management. And now a young entrepreneur. I run a business brand by the name of Houseofkatie, located in Nairobi CBD. And it entails two products, that is bags and shoes, both gents and ladies. Yes, so I started it online. That was back in 2020. I hustled through the streets of Nairobi finding a job, but it was tiresome. You know, Kenya, finding a job, how it's tougher. So I did my research and finally I felt I could do something on my own, be a business lady. And I started slowly. I sent a couple of my friends and family some of the photos and will ask them, how much will you purchase this product for? And I got that market that I needed. So some were supportive and some were not supportive, and majority were not supportive. And for me, I'm an aggressive person. So definitely I will want to know why are you telling me not to do this? So that pushed me harder to go and start my own business. So I started online. I didn't have the capital. I didn't even know where to start. But by God's grace, my first client was somebody who was a bit far. So she needed the product to be delivered. That was a bag. And I was lucky enough because the client had to pay first for me to deliver the product. So I got my first profit from there and I was so happy. And I went back to my mom and told her I can do this. And she felt she can support me as well. And that's how I started. So I started online. I created a platform on Facebook and Instagram. It goes by the name of Houseofkatie 254. You can find me there. And through that, I got to meet people who connected me with the different sources where I could get the products. And one lady helped me so much. She held my back and she told me, I can help you through this. And she finally showed me, tunazita shimo. Yeah, mashimo. She finally showed me the places where I can access the products. And that's how I started my business online. I did it from 2020, that was in August, up until 2021. Where I happened to get a job, I was employed. So it was a bit challenging because I'm at work right now and I'm doing this side hustle of mine. So I have to go to work at 8 till 5 and find I'm still marketing myself. I'm still selling my products. So I will end up going to town to deliver to my clients after work. That is 5. So I get home late. That is around 9. Then the next day, the same trend once again. But I had a good boss where I was employed. He will let me go do my own business at times. He will relieve me of work and just let me go. So I was able to maneuver through the two. And by the end of 2021, I felt like I needed to do something more. I needed to push myself. And I decided to now set up my own business, to have a shop. and to now run physically, not just online. So I happened to go back to my social circle once again, and I asked them, what do you think of this? I'm planning to open a shop, and still negative and positive vibes. And I chose to go with to do it, because I used to go to town and I'm like, these people, what do they have? What is it that am I different from them? So I decided now to do more research, and from there on, I went to town. I looked for places. I looked for shops, and it was really tiresome because you find that you have to pay goodwill, you have to pay rent, you have to pay deposit, you have to have the capital to put the product. So it was a bit hectic. You have to have the license and permit. So I felt it was too much, but then I was like, I can start small with whatever I can. So one day I just woke up and decided to go to town and to search for shops. And at the end of the day, I felt drained. I felt I didn't get what I wanted. And I was like, I don't think I'm going to ever get a shop. I'll just stick to my online thing. Maybe one day when I'm blessed, I'm going to be able to do that. But then I had a client who wanted a product, and I went to a certain shop where currently I am. That is in Magic Business Center in town along Ronangala Street. And where I was going for that product, the person was not in, and I was so tired. So he told me, wait for me for a few minutes, I'm coming. And I was so tired. So I asked the neighbor over there, can I please have a seat here as I wait for your neighbor here? And when I was there, I just asked her, just randomly. I was so tired. I just asked out of the blues, by the way, how much do you pay this place? And to my surprise, it was the best answer ever. I felt relieved, I felt calm. And I was like, do you have any space here? And she was like, currently this floor, no, but you can go upstairs, you can find. And trust me, the next day I booked that place, I got a shop, and I started setting it up. And I remember I'm employed. So after that, I went and told my boss 3 days later, I am quitting work. And I want to pursue my own dreams as well. So my boss was kind enough, and he let me go with blessings, of course. And now I started my own business. And so that was in December 2021 last year. That is when I decided now to set up my own shop. And up to now, 7 months down the line, it's the best decision ever. Yes.
What are the challenges that you go through? And anything you would love or tell someone who wants to be in the same career or do the same thing that you're doing?
Challenges, I would say yes, there are challenges because of accessing the products as well. It's not easy. It's tough, but it's the best decision ever. You'll find you will disappoint your clients, but it's part of business. But you have to get a way around it for you to be able to make your business a success. So it's not tough, it's easy, and I will encourage anyone else who wants to do business outside there. It is possible. Just have a positive mind, be aggressive, get out there, don't listen to bad energy. You yourself, you know and understand what you really want, and just do what you can. And finally, if you're able to find that trademark for yourself, doesn't have to be in business. It can be even in whatever you're doing. If you're employed, find that trademark. Let people identify you with something. Like, what do you bring in the society? And trust me, with that trademark, you'll be of value to the society, and the society will definitely invest back in you.
How did you transition from doing sports, especially as a degree, into entrepreneurship?
How I transited from doing sports was I did fitness, I did personal training, but I felt that was not my strength. I did coaching, I've done a lot into what I've studied, but I felt that was not my strength. But from what I studied, I got the management and the administrative part. And I felt I'm good outside there doing something I can do, something financially. I can be able to manage that. So I've always wanted something, me, myself, I can manage. Because sports, you find you either in the field, coaching, or you're either behind in the offices doing the management part. And for me, most of the opportunities were outside there. And I felt that is not my strength. My strength was inside, where I'm in the office doing the management part. So that's where I transitioned from that to now my own business, and where I felt I'm stronger here. I can be able to manage this business, to run it the way I feel I want to, with guidance, of course, from what I studied. Yes, that's how I got to transition from it.
Oh. What are your best moments in your career?
Some of the best moments I've had in the business, I will say, was when I currently, on the D-Day that I opened my shop, I happened to get a very, very well-known guest. And I was fortunate enough, Betty Chalo, she's my role model, by the way. She happened to come to my shop on that day that I opened, and it was really amazing. She got to advertise me as well, and the platform that she created for me from that was really amazing, because I got the trust from people. My brand was well known, and people got to identify me with her as well. So that was one of my best moments as well, I can say.
So since you started like your shop during the corona period, how was it like starting a new shop, and then here's the pandemic?
Actually, from the time of pandemic, most people will not go to purchase products. Now, online has been selling a lot. So you find that a client asks for a product wherever they are, whether in Nairobi or in Nakuru or anywhere within the country, you just get to deliver. So most people nowadays trade from online, which is very, very, very accommodating to me and my business. So I feel it is the best decision ever. For opportunities outside there, I will say there's a very, very big gap. You shouldn't say that I cannot do this because someone else is doing it. No, there's a very, very big space for you out there. You can get to do it. We haven't yet consumed everything yet. You can do it. You can get to purchase your products from here locally. You can get to purchase your products from international, that is importing. Currently, for me, I'm doing it locally here, but soon for my future, I'm opting to import from outside. So there's still that gap and that space for everyone else out here.
Where do you see yourself 5 years from now, or maybe a few 5 years from now?
5 years to come, I see myself with a very, very big shop, not just big, but well known in the country. And something I admire is to be a wholesaler, because I myself get products from wholesales. So I see myself doing wholesale and retail, where people can come in and purchase their products and feel satisfied at the end of the day and get to refer me to other people, and I get to reach out to many places in this country. So I see myself owning a very, very big shop somewhere in Kenya, well known and doing very, very well.
So guys, that one was an interesting one. Thank you so much, Kate, for joining us and also sharing your story. If you've not subscribed, make sure you do. Hit the notification bell and see you next time. Bye bye.